Hey everybody, so here's my 500-gallon pond that I got with goldfish and koi. They're doing pretty good. The only problem is I bought these filter socks, and I'm not really liking how hard it is to wash them. They're hard to turn inside out, and also this K1 media. I just don't have a lot of it, and yeah, so I'm putting in a 55-gallon drum, and I'm gonna drill and tap fittings in the drum, 1.5 inches. I'm gonna have 3 1.5-inch returns, and I'm also gonna put in some sand in the bottom couple inches, and I made this. It's kind of interesting, but it's kind of like it's going to be like a high velocity port to help swirl the sand. I'm going to put some 45s on these tips to help direct that water flow a little bit better. But I got one of these fittings in already, and it's very snug. I used kind of a worn out glass hole saw. It was what the hell is this, 1 inch? I don't remember. A 1-inch hole saw. But whatever. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, there you go. 45 millimeter. Was honestly just about the perfect size for this tap, because I'm doing this by hand, and I wrapped this one with 20 wraps of tape just because I'm a little bit paranoid. It was very snug putting this in, so I'm not afraid that it's going to leak at all. Now the third one's going to go here, and then I'll have, I don't know how much these will be able to drain by themselves compared to my flow rates, but if the water only comes up to here, this bottom fitting, well, then I'll have nice high velocity water flow going through that pipe, instead of having all 3 pipes at the same height and only having low velocity, no head pressure flow through the pipes. Well, then I'll have, the water might come up here and go in this one, but at least this bottom one will have good return velocity to help stir up my water in the pool. So I'll get a little bit more work done here, and I'll show you guys what I'm up to. Alright everybody, so here's what I got. I got my 3 drains, and you can see that it's coming off the pump, and I'm splitting half the water to the bottom of the bucket for the swirl. We'll see how that works. I'm mainly just interested in fluidization. And I got all my K1 and some of those bio balls in there. I'm going to put some sand in there too. And then this top, I haven't plumbed it up yet, but the top's going to come up and over. It's going to have a valve so I can select the water flow. But I'm going to put this big filter sock in there. I like this because it'd be easy to flip inside out, and I'm just going to use a worm clamp and put this on a 3-inch adapter, so it'll be it won't crinkle up as much, because when you get it on a smaller adapter, you kind of have to do something like that. But then there'll be a valve here too to control the flow to the filter, so I can select if I want more swirl or more of the pump to go to the filter. So something else that I got is I picked up these 1.5 to 3-inch tees, and they're going to go on the inside like this. And I wanted it like this because part of the issue with my old setup was that the screen I'd put in place kept getting clogged up with that K1 media. and I'm gonna cut a piece of foam to fit pretty snug in here on both sides, so there'll be enough area in case it gets clogged up or anything. It'll also be easy to take that foam out and clean it if I have to. But I'm gonna have 3 of those, and you know, only the one that'll get used will be, you know, wherever the water height gets set. So, you know, if this foam starts to get clogged up here, well then I'll have another one of these here, and you know, the water level might rise a little bit. And I'll have to play around with it. I got a dimmer controller on my pump. I don't know if you can see that, but I have a dimmer controller on the pump. And then all these are just gonna pretty snug fit right here, but they're all just gonna come out and shoot water this way around the pond to help it swirl. Yeah, probably gonna pick up all this sand out of there. I got a lot of green sand and some zeolite, and get it put in that bucket to help it, you know, just so it doesn't look so crappy in the pond. Yeah, that's about it. I'll get a video up when I got it going. Thanks. All right, I've gotten a little further. I got it all plumbed up. Here's the this is going to go to a T to my filters. Let me turn this thing on. I did put a little bit of water in there already, but watch how this stirs. I'm curious to see. That's a pretty good stir. Good fluidization. It's not filling too crazy fast, but I think that's good because I guess I didn't really want it to fill too fast. So only got 3-inch and 1.5 inch drains, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to shut it off for now. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, so here's my final version. I ran all these pipes out. I'm going to support them all. I'll figure a way to tie them all together and support them to the ceiling, but I also planned on bringing them underwater so it doesn't splash as much. But here's what it looks inside. Pretty good movement in here. Pretty good. And I got different controls. I got the control for the swirl, and then the control for the filter bags. And I also got this arm supported too. So yeah, I like it. I really do. Getting good swirl in there. I might end up bringing these out a little bit. They push in all the way to where it stops. But if I brought them out, I'd get less of this stuff sitting in there. But it's alright for now. Here's the end product. This is all going to get taken out, but it's kind of like I thought. I wouldn't need this third one unless the bottom pickup really got clogged. But you guys can see why I did this 3-inch to 1.5 inches, just so I got enough surface area so this doesn't get clogged up. And these will be real nice and easy to take off and clean. And pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm pretty happy. All right, well, thanks for watching. See ya.